this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Happy Little Haven, and welcome to my nursery room window. So today I have my beautiful Maggie Mae with me, and I'm going to be changing her into a really pretty party dress that Suzanne of Suzanne's Babies just sent for her. And I've been looking forward to getting that on her, and so I thought I would do that today. So let me show you the dress that we're going to be putting on her today. And it's this beautiful, gorgeous velvet dress that she sent in some Happy Mail. And I just love it. I love the color of it. It's a dusty rose. And it does have a couple of layers of slips underneath. It's got this first, it's a real sort of a thinner layer like that. And then it's got this other layer that's got a ruffle on the bottom. And then underneath all of that, it's got a satiny layer as well. And so what I thought I would do, it does have several layers of slips, but what I wanted to do was put this cotton slip on underneath all of it to make it stand out even more. And this slip has several layers too. Well, it looks like it does. Yeah, it does. There's the top layer, and then it's got the underneath layer with the ruffle. So I just wanted to get her all ruffled up today. It just felt like one of those days. And so yeah, she's got this real pretty summer dress on right now that I just love. But I really am looking forward to putting her into the dress that Suzanne sent her. So I'm going to put that dress and that slip on her, and then I'm going to be putting these are like a rose pink sparkly earrings, and then this rose little, it's a hair clip for her hair. And then what I want to do with I'm going to put that up here, and then what I want to do with this part of her hair is I'm going to braid it so it'll look kind of fancy. So let's go ahead and get started. I also wanted to do, while I changed Maggie Mae, I wanted to do a tag by Suzanne. She just started the tag this morning with her newest video. And the tag is called, Did You Have Cravings During Pregnancy? And yes, I did. I had 2 pregnancies, and I had 2 different types of cravings, and so I'll talk about that in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take her. She's got a bow in the back here. This is such a pretty dress. I just love it. I love the 3 little straps at the top, and it's got a real pretty satin bow, and then 3 buttons down the back. So we'll go ahead and get those buttons undone, and I'll tell you about my 2 pregnancies and my 2 different cravings. Well, first of all, my first pregnancy was my daughter, and you know, she was my very first experience of you know, having a baby and being pregnant and stuff, and I really didn't know what to expect at all. You know, and so, but anyway, what ended up happening with me with her was one day I was, you know, and I didn't really realize, like, I had heard that people had cravings, but I'd never had any, and, you know, I thought, well, I guess I'm not going to have any cravings. Well, one day, just out of the blue, I was sitting on the couch, and I was thinking, wow, wouldn't it be good to have a Frito and Miracle Whip sandwich? And so for those of you that don't know what that is, because you know, I'm in the United States, and I realize that there's other countries that are listening, and I'm not sure what I just said. So Fritos here in the U.S. is a it's like a chip, it's like a chip snack that is, it's made out of corn. They're called corn chips, but the brand name is Fritos, and so I just I just naturally call the Fritos a corn chip or a corn chip of Frito or whatever. So getting back to the story, what happened that day was, like I said, I was sitting there and I thought, oh boy, I would love to have a Fritos sandwich. And So the Fritos, like I explained, is the corn chip, and then the Miracle Whip is, I don't know how to describe it other than it's a white, it's called a salad dressing, and some people call it mayonnaise, but there's actually a real mayonnaise that, that is different than that. But anyway, that's what it is. That's what Miracle Whip is, and I love the brand of Miracle Whip. It tastes really good. So anyway, I went in the kitchen and I proceeded to make myself a Frito and Miracle Whip sandwich. Well, and all that entailed was just, I got 2 pieces of bread, and I used to love, and I still do love, wheat bread. I got 2 pieces of wheat bread, and I put the Miracle Whip on either side of the wheat bread, and then I started loading on the corn chips, and I kind of crunched them up in my hand and made it to where it would be easy enough to eat. So I thought, oh wow, this is really going to be good. This is going to be the best sandwich ever. So I got the sandwich done, and I poured myself a big glass of milk, because I loved milk back then too. I still love milk, but I don't drink it anymore. But anyways, so yeah, I made myself a little snack, and I took a couple of bites of it, and boy, I tell you what, this is no kidding, I got sick, and my stomach didn't feel good, and it was just an awful feeling. After just taking a couple of bites and swallowing a couple of bites of it, I just couldn't take it. And so I threw the sandwich away, and I it was shocking how sick I got. But anyway, it was a really bad experience for me, and I mean for years. I mean years. So my my video part of my phone just shut off because I had too many files in there, and some needed to be deleted. So I've just spent the past 5 minutes trying to get some files deleted so that I could finish my video. But anyway, not sure where I left off in the story. I think I was saying, that the sandwich didn't make me feel too good. But I learned my lesson on that, And then my second pregnancy was my son. And my son, with my son, I used to crave ice cream. And which, to this day I still love ice cream, but for some reason I really craved it back when I was pregnant with him. And then when he was born, you could definitely tell that I was eating way too much ice cream, because he was a 9-pound baby, and he had chubby rolls of fat, all up and down his arm, and all up and down his chubby little legs, and he was just a little chubbo. But anyway, he ended up being, I think he's like 6'3" right now. And so as an adult, he grew out of his chubbiness. As a matter of fact, he grew out of his chubbiness by the time he hit kindergarten, because his mom wasn't force feeding him ice cream anymore. But anyway, so those are my 2 cravings that I had. The first one was kind of unusual, but the ice cream, I think that's just normal. I did not crave ice cream and pickles, just not plain ice cream, but different flavors of ice cream without anything like pickles or weird stuff in it. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and braid her hair. I just wanted to make her a little bit more fancy with her little ponytail here. And so I wanted to give you a garden update. We've had a lot of nice rain. We had one whole day of rain that actually we had a flood warning in our little town, and which I didn't mind at all for our property, because it watered our garden, and so I haven't had to physically go out and drag the hose out to the garden and water lately. So that was kind of nice. And all the plants are growing like crazy, because they're loving the they're loving the rain, and then in between the rain there's sunshine, you know, each day, and heat and humidity, and so I think it's just a really good growing environment for the garden right now. And as soon as it gets a bit bigger, I'll go ahead and go outside and do another video. So but anyway, we have little Maggie Mae all dressed up, and her pretty party dress is so pretty. I decided to leave her shoes and socks on because she, you know, they're fancy, and she's wearing a fancy outfit. But I'll go ahead and show you what she looks like. And there she is, and you can see the little the skirt or the slip that came with the dress underneath. You can kind of see it underneath, which is really girly and really fancy. So there she is. So thanks again, Suzanne, for the beautiful dress for Maggie Mae. It was really fun to put her in it, and I think the color goes really well with her skin tone and stuff. So okay, so that was a wrong number. I better say goodbye for now before something else happens to this video. But anyway, everyone, thanks for stopping by. I always enjoy your visits and your very kind comments. And until we meet again, bye-bye.